Three magazine covers this week about Donald Trump, all from Europe, all so gross. Here's a grotesque magazine from Ireland called Village magazine. It's assassination porn. It's romancing murder, normalizing murder. A sniper's rifle sight targeting Donald Trump's head with the headline, "Why Not?" And of course, they call themselves Ireland's political and cultural magazine. Yeah, how cultural? That's today's left. They're not really good at debating because for a generation they've been able to silence their opponents, so they haven't had a lot of practice debating people. They lost the debate in the last US election, and since they don't really believe in democracy, they want to murder the guy they couldn't shut up or beat in a debate or in an election. They're sickos. Imagine dreaming up that cover. Imagine saying it and pitching it to your colleagues. Imagine your friends and coworkers agreeing to run with that. Imagine actually composing that cover, and imagine the man who agreed to publish it. Imagine the people who agreed to sell it, the people who want to buy it. It's an entire sick, depraved, demonic segment of society, and you thought only Islamic extremists worshipped death. But that's just a cruddy, no-account socialist magazine that no one's ever heard of before. Here's The Economist magazine. It is a venerable, reputable magazine going back to 1843. Sure, they're liberal and they're into globalism and the UN and big banks, but they were reputable. Now look at them. I'd say their title there is right. Trump is an insurgent, just like Brexit was an insurgency that The Economist hated too. That's fine. But that image, Trump throwing a Molotov cocktail like a rioter. No, Trump doesn't riot, and Trump supporters don't riot. The anti-Trump globalists do. Here's their riot in Portland, Oregon, days after Trump's election. And here's the globalist rioters in Berkeley to stop a pro-Trump speaker named Milo Yiannopoulos. Trumpists don't riot. Tea Party conservatives don't riot. Church ladies don't riot. The worst conservatives do is a little chant like, "Lock her up." And even then the media freaks out, but the same media loves the riots of the left. Democrats love the riots too. Never once did Barack Obama call off Black Lives Matter in their riots. Never once did Hillary Clinton tell her people not to riot after she lost in November. But look at this last one. That's Der Spiegel, major magazine in Germany. And look at that. Donald Trump, bloody knife, having just cut off the head of the Statue of Liberty, shouting in triumph. Except that Donald Trump hasn't killed anyone, certainly not in the manner of cutting off someone's head. That's an interesting choice, because that is the preferred method of the Islamic State. It's the way Muhammad killed his enemies in the Quran. So it's how Muslim terrorists kill their enemies today. The victims at the Bataclan Club in Paris, the French priest in Normandy, always a big knife, always cutting off their heads. Der Spiegel is in Germany, heart of Europe, proximate cause of the million Muslim march across Europe, 75%, 80% young men, military age, amongst whom are embedded hundreds of Islamic State terrorists. Both the Islamic State says so itself and European police say so, and we see that, of course. Der Spiegel has never done a cover showing a Muslim terrorist like that, either a photo or an illustration. They haven't. They love Muslim migration. They're not deterred by the wave of terrorism that has racked Europe, not deterred by the slow jihad of sex crimes and Sharia creep. Not a word against that, let alone a demonic cover about that. That they reserve for the man who would stop Islamic terrorism and war crimes. That's who they hate. They're crazy. It's a form of madness, Trump derangement syndrome. Village magazine, The Economist, Der Spiegel, and you can add to that CNN, the New York Times, the CBC, the Globe and Mail, all of them. That's what they think of Trump. Imagine what they think of you for supporting Trump. But most of all, how can you ever trust these media again to accurately and fairly report the news to you? For the Rebel.media, I'm Ezra Levant. Never miss a video. Click here to subscribe to our YouTube account.